Appearing credible in meetings and presentations is vital. But when you are on screen dialing in on video calls and webinars, you are almost the only thing in that screen. So getting things right in terms of how you appear is all the more important. Here are a few tips to consider when making yourself look credible. Set up the camera before stepping onto the platform. This may take some time to rehearse taking videos and photos of yourself to get the right angle. Make sure that the camera is roughly meeting your natural eye line. If your device, laptop and tablet is too low down, you will often find yourself peering over the camera, and your participants will get an unflattering shot up your nose, and you'll be looking down your nose at them. Once you've raised the camera up to eye level, then make sure that you're not sitting too close into the camera. If you sit too close into the camera, your face will appear much closer to others and much larger in the screen. You wouldn't sit that close to people in a real environment, or if you did, you'd notice their reaction and their discomfort and adjust. When you can't see that reaction from your participants as readily, it can be harder to know, so plan this in advance. So once you've raised your camera up to your natural eye line, it's worth taking a few steps back from the camera or shuffling your chair a few steps backwards from the camera. This way, you're not only meeting people on your natural eye line, but more of your body is in shot, making it easier for you to connect with body language and hand gestures. And you're not sitting alarmingly close for those tuning in, seeing your face on camera. There are lots of different ways you can raise your device up so that you're meeting the camera at your natural eye line. And these range from expensive laptop stands that raise and lower to whatever position you want, to simply a pile of books that you can grab from anywhere in the house, rest under your laptop or tablet, and then easily raise your device up to meet your natural eye line. Take care to manage your posture, not only for your health and well-being when sitting in front of camera and laptops for a long period of time, but also in terms of how you come across on screen, how credibly you appear, how energized and present you appear for those on the other side. One thing to consider when managing your posture is the position of the pelvis. If the pelvis is too slumped under, curling under, what you'll find is you tend to slump in the upper body. So if I curl my pelvis under, what you start to notice in the upper body is my shoulders roll forwards and round forwards, and my chin starts to lower to the floor. This doesn't necessarily give a credible, professional, alert or present image of myself, but also it tends to diminish my energy and focus, and definitely gets in the way of me taking a free, full breath in, which makes it harder for me to calm any nerves or anxiety I have, but also may, over time, get in the way of the effectiveness of my voice production. So if you bring your pelvis back to a neutral position, sitting on the base of the pelvis on the chair, you'll find that you can balance the spine much more easily, find that natural alignment that brings much more space in the upper body, making you appear more credible, feel more energized and comfortable, and seem more professional and alert on camera. Be mindful of the lighting in your environment when setting up for a meeting or presentation. And again, it can be useful here to practice this by taking a few photos or videos of yourself in various positions in your space. The best light often that you can set up is bright, natural, or light from a light fitting from directly in front of you, behind the camera. If there is bright light coming in from the side or behind you, this will often blur the focus for those viewing you. It may be harder for them, therefore, to read your facial expressions and body language. Also be mindful of different lighting settings that you may need for different times of day. If you are using not natural light, when it's dark, fluorescent light, this may cause you to become grainy in the video. So you may need to find a different space with better lighting when the natural light drops away. With all of this, it's very important to make sure that you rehearse and practice this. If you don't know how you're coming across, whether your lighting and camera angles and posture are optimal for you to gain the best impact, then you don't know if you are making that impact with your participants. So jump onto a platform, practice, rehearse, take photos, record yourself, so that you can make sure that you are making the best impact with those on the other side.